Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Scott here, and today we're going to break down the Lakers point guards. Lonzo Ball and Rajon Rondo are both known as high IQ pass-first point guards. They'll always prioritize the smart basketball play rather than an impulsive action to set up their own offense. When looking at all the point guards in the NBA today, there are very few of them that still play with this mindset, and what better than to have two of them on the same team. They'll both sub in and out for each other and will rarely see time on the court together, but this should be a great way for Rondo to help Lonzo's game. Rondo could also learn a few things from Lonzo, so it should overall be a great concept for the two of them as they can analyze each other's games from the bench. Even though they have similar mindsets, they can both pick up new ideas on some plays. In transition, Lonzo is so unselfish that he'll always pass the ball along to the next guy up the court. Rondo will bring the ball up the court but won't always advance it to someone just for the sake of advancing it. He'll still hit an open man up the court if it sets up easy offense, but he's just a little bit more methodical with the way he controls the offense in transition. In this aspect, Rondo can teach Lonzo to be a little bit more in control of the possession in some cases, or even Lonzo can show Rondo a scenario where advancing it to the next guy is the right play. The great thing about having multiple high IQ players on the same team is that their understanding of the game allows them to pick up new habits and tendencies much easier than other players. They'll both be the cogs of a fast-paced transition offense that creates easy buckets and high percentage looks for guys all around the court. They can read mismatches and defensive lapses so well that it's almost second nature to them, and that will be extremely important for this Lakers team throughout the season. Specifically, LeBron is one of the best players in the league at taking advantage of these mismatches and exposing defensive mistakes, so having two intelligent point guards should benefit his game a lot. One thing that often hindered the Lakers in the past few seasons was that they'd have these long offensive droughts where they couldn't get anything done. These droughts should be almost non-existent for the Lakers next season, at least when they build a strong level of chemistry. They'll always have the option to slow the game down and get the ball to LeBron if they need to, and it will help mainly to have an extra facilitator off the bench to continue running the same offense. Lonzo should have a great sophomore year with the mentoring of Rondo, and Rondo can help execute a similar style as to what Lonzo does on the floor, which will give this team a consistency for the full 48 minutes. Now, despite what Lonzo Ball and Rajon Rondo can do for the Lakers, they have a couple other point guards on their roster, and even some other players that could feature at point guard for short spurts throughout the season. Alex Caruso recently signed on a two-way deal this summer, and Joel Berry was signed for training camp. Despite Caruso being on a two-way deal, Joel Berry should have a good chance of earning that third spot, as he could provide some skills that Caruso didn't show much of last season. Joel Berry showed that he's a capable scorer off the dribble as he led North Carolina in scoring last year. His skill set might be a little bit difficult to translate to the NBA because he is only 6 feet tall, but we've seen plenty of undersized guards in the league prove to be great scorers. It should be interesting to see how training camp works for the two of them, as Caruso might be the more trusted option to fill in at that third spot, but Joel Berry could show the Lakers something they're missing at point guard. As far as some other players on the Lakers that could see time at point guard this season, we of course have to start off with LeBron James. LeBron played a lot of point guard for the Cavs last season as they were waiting for Isaiah Thomas to get back from his injury, and he'd often fill in for George Hill whenever he went to the bench. LeBron should still be able to play point guard, but it might not be something he wants to do as much, and the Lakers already have two point guards that could create some offense for him. There's also guys like Brandon Ingram and even Josh Hart who could potentially see some time handling the ball in some situational lineups. Brandon Ingram had some of his best times last season playing that position, so that should be something the Lakers might want to run back this season. Josh Hart displayed his ball handling during the summer league and has shown signs of scoring potential with the ball in his hands, so point guard could be a way for him to show that skill set even more. It's obviously something that would depend on the situation, but there should be a good amount of confidence in him playing the position because of what he's shown us in the past. The best part about this Lakers team is that they're interchangeable. They can switch their roles depending on how they're being guarded, and that'll be extremely important come playoff time when matchups are much more valuable. Lance Stevenson, KCP, Svi Mykhailiuk, and even Kyle Kuzma are just a few other guys that have confidence handling the ball. With all of these playmakers, it should be very exciting to see the unselfish brand of basketball that the Lakers play this season, which will be at the forefront of both Lonzo Ball and Rajon Rondo. That's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more Lakers content, then make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you drop a like, and thanks for watching.